Okay, let's see how this one goes. Let's see. Wonder how big we're going to make this. We're going 141.4. What do we got? What are we going to do with this? Going to make it negative, positive. Just going to make it look interesting. So background colour, what is it going to be? It's going to be red. And we're just going to... I don't know how this is going to look. We'll soon find out. We're using mostly my usual types of settings for this, but I do deviate sometimes, which is nice for a change. We don't want every demo to be the same or similar. Got to throw in some really curly ones every now and then. I don't know if this one's going to be curly. I'm wondering if maybe we should leave that on 100 instead of enlarging it. We'll soon find out if we can make it look good like that. It is. It's a Specsavers, I don't know if you could call it a brochure. It's basically, yeah, just spectacles. Okay, let's see how we go with this. See if we can make it look really nice. So the back one looks good. So now we're just going to slip and slide that around. We're not doing a very... This is going to be an interesting one. Sometimes accidents like this often look really good, so I'm going to see how it looks. So some of the back image, some of that image is now going to be on this. It's going to look pretty interesting. Yeah, that looks really interesting actually. I can't see the back of the book, the back of the brochure, or whatever you call it, pamphlet, but it looks good colour-wise and movement-wise. So we're just going to consign that to the recycle bin, and we're just going to try and... Ooh, it feels like we've got bits of toner that feels a bit bubbly, but only very slight. So we're just going to play with the buttons, and we're going to try and work out where the centre of this image is going to be. I think it's going to be there. So let's see. If we can make this look really nice, we can do something really... So we're just going to put it in like that. So Specsavers. Okay. So now we're just going to go and we're just going to set up, go change things around. We're going to take this out. And we're going to take out that. Just going to put it in the middle. Going to get rid of that. And we're going to get rid of the red. We don't need it anymore. And we're just going to change things around. Maybe make it a bit lighter. Only a fairly small amount of red. Maybe the hue could go to the centre. And let's see how it's going to look. Right, so here goes our... Yep, first copy off this master copy that we've made. So let's see how we go. Okay, out it comes. Let's see if we've made this look really nice. Whoa, it still looks very red. And yeah, you can just see some of that there, so that looks quite nice. I'm wondering if we're going to make this look better. If we're going to take out some of the red and maybe some of the background. We're going to try and do, yes, a little bit different. So we're going, oh, it didn't beep. That's odd. It's the second time it's happened today where something hasn't beeped. So we're now going to go to the background removal. And we're just going to tweak it a little lighter. We're going to get rid of some of that heaviness. We're going to make it a more lighter image. So maybe a little bit less density again, and maybe we could zero the red. Maybe the hue could go a bit hotter. We can make it warmer, or maybe even more warm. We're gonna keep it. We're not going all the way with it, but we're going to go close. And let's see how this looks. Okay, finish and then start. Okay, out it comes. Now it's become more magenta. I think the magentaism has come out because of the hue. I'm wondering if we're going to keep it that way or if we're going to make it go red. Wondering if we're going to just toss this one aside. That's an interesting one. Now that's going to be the centre of our job. We still have big borders around the outside. Unfortunately, we're going to have to do some enlargement to get rid of those dreadful, ugly-looking borders. So we're just going to do our standard border minimisation ratio. We're just going to use simply 104 by 104. And we're just going to go and take this original and we're going to just slide it up over the edge to get rid of the ugly, unsightly borders, and we're going to enlarge the other borders off. So we're just going to position it like so over the edge. And we might do a bit of alteration here. We might have made the hue a little bit too hot. We might have made it too fucking hot. We're just going to keep it, just going to enlarge it, not enlarge it, and we're just going to add back a little red. We're just going to do some fine adjustments. We're going to put the density a bit lighter again. So let's see how we go. Let's see if we've made this look even better. All right. Let's see how this looks. Whoa, that looks better. It's a little bit magenta-y. Some of it's magenta and some of it's a little bit more red. But I think this is all right. I think this is what we want. So I think the worst of the borders. It still looks a bit borderish, but we're thinking this is going to be the centre of this job. So now we're just going to print off another. So here we go. Alright, out it comes. Let's see how that looks. So yeah, this looks a bit better than the last. So we don't want it to be too magenta in this case. Seems pointless choosing red when it's turning out to be magenta in some respects anyway. So let's see what we have. Mirror image, we're switching it on. We're going to make 2 copies of the same. Okay, out that comes. We're going to just put these together. These nice looking images that we've made out of this product brochure. I don't know if you can call it a brochure or a leaflet, or I don't know what to call it. There's different names. There's pamphlets, there's brochures, there's flyers. There's all sorts of names for different advertising thingies printed on paper. I just don't know all of them, or a lot of them. So I'm not an advertising executive. I'm not a person working in an ad agency, so I wouldn't fucking know. But anyway, I think that looks all right. I think now we can call this one quits.